Katie! I'm not fit to be a father. I'm gonna be free from now on.
Huh?
I'm gonna do what I want when I want from now on. My mind is made up.
Kyle? Is everything okay? You're not making any sense right now. What are you talking about?
I'm with Anna now.
Huh? You mean my best friend? Anna is engaged. She has a fiancé.
Yeah, I know. So to be free, this is the only way. We're gonna leave it all behind and start fresh, just the two of us.
Huh? What are you saying?
We're leaving. We're out of here. Bye.
Wait! I just gave birth to our daughter last week. What's wrong with you?
You can't stop me. It's done.
Kyle!
Katie, you're still living at me place?
Huh? Kyle?
Long time no see.
What the? Where have you been? Your parents were worried sick.
Yeah. Screw them. All they ever do is yell. Listen up and listen good.
What the hell do you want? You left us. It's been 10 years. I got nothing to say to you. You don't even care how your daughter is?
What? What do you mean? I barely know her. Why should I care?
What?
She's a kid. She won't even recognize me. She'll be fine.
You're unbelievable. You know that? You make me sick.
Whatever.
What do you want?
I'm back. I'm moving back in.
Huh?
I tried to make it out there on my own for a while, but I missed home. So I decided to come back. Home sweet home. But then I learned that you're still living there. What are you guys still doing here? You're not sick or anything, are you? You got a job, right? You can rent your own place if you want to, right?
Yeah, but...
Then get out! I want me house back!
Hold on. So you're saying you want to move back in? With Anna?
Anna?
Yeah, how is she? You ran off with her, remember?
Oh, her! I dumped her ass years ago.
What?
I'm gonna live on me own.
What? How selfish are you? You left us and didn't call us for 10 years.
Selfish! Look who's talking! That house is mine! Get out!
Some kind of father you are. What about your daughter, huh?
Oh, not this again. Look, I don't even know what she looks like. I don't care, okay? I just want my old place back, that's all.
Fine. You should be ashamed of yourself. You make me sick.
Shut up! Just give me back my house! Why are you still living there anyways? That's my place! Get the hell out! If you say no, I'm gonna charge you 10 years worth of rent. You want that?
Are you serious right now?
Yeah, you're breaking the law. Get out or I'm calling the cops.
I see. Bring it on then.
What?
If you're so sure about this, then do it. Call the cops.
Follow me right there, I'm not bluffing.
Whatever you say.
Hey!
It's been 3 hours. Took you long enough.
Shut up, I was packing! I've got a lot of stuff with me.
You really thought you can move back in?
Why are my parents living there? Where did you go?
I'm with my daughter. I'm staying away from you.
What?
I told your parents about all of this when you texted me earlier. They offered to help me out. They didn't want to put my daughter at risk, so they offered to look after the house for me. That's why they're there.
What?
Where are you? How are you texting me right now?
I locked myself in the bathroom.
I see.
I have no choice. Dad is furious with me, and Mom won't stop crying. I can't go out there. This is my home. What the hell? This is bullshit.
Listen, the house? It's not yours. You do realize that, don't you?
What? Yes, it is. This is my house. It was me dad's, but when I got married, he said he was going to hand it over to me. We talked about all this 10 years ago.
Ah, right. I remember that. But we didn't actually hand in the paperwork.
What?
You ran off, remember? You went missing, so we couldn't put the house under your name.
What? No way!
I don't know what else to tell you.
Then whose house is it?
Mine. It's under my name now.
What? How?
Well, for starters, my parents live out of state, and I couldn't find a job, being a single parent and all. And they paid me well too. So leaving town wasn't an option for me. I started looking for an apartment, but when your father told me that I could stay at his house, he even offered to put it under my name.
What the hell? Why didn't you tell me? This is all your fault. Do something! Dad!
I didn't tell you because your parents wanted to have a talk with you.
What?
Listen, 10 years ago, when you ran off with your girlfriend,
Huh?
you stole from your dad. You stole his antiques and sold it off right before running away from home. He knows.
What?
Anna, she told him everything. I guess this was her way of getting back at you.
What?
Anna paid us for the damages and moved out years ago. This was about 9 years ago, so not sure where she is now.
Oh, I had no idea!
And, the money you got from selling your dad's antiques? It was about $30,000, right? You gotta pay him back for that.
What?
And let's not forget damages for me and Anna's ex-fiancé.
What?
Oh, and child support. Your parents actually paid me in full already, so it's not me you gotta pay. You gotta pay your parents back.
What?
The total is more than 100 grand.
No way!
Have fun being in debt.
No, what the hell? Why me?
Running away from your home doesn't mean you can run away from your legal responsibilities. Well, I guess you're screwed now. None of this would have happened if you didn't come back, but... Oh well, have fun talking to your parents.
Casey! Let's start over. Come on, babe.
Huh?
I talked to me dad. He says he's not leaving me anything. He's gonna leave all his money to me sister. But if we get back together, maybe they'll think it over. Come on. I need that money to pay them back, please. Look, I'm gonna be a better father and a better husband, I promise. Please, give me another chance.
Oh, I get it. Oh boy. So that's why they told me to talk to you. That's pretty cool, but... how should I put this?
What are you saying?
First of all, we're divorced. I handed the papers 10 years ago when you left.
Huh?
You left the divorce papers on the table before running away, remember? You signed it and everything. So, I handed it in. We're not husband and wife anymore.
No way! Fine, we'll just get married again.
I'm engaged now.
What?
Your father introduced me to him. He's a CEO of a big tech firm. My daughter loves him too. She can't wait for us to get married.
Ugh.
So, yeah, you're just a stranger to us now. You abandoned us. It's too late. There's nothing you can do. We don't need you anymore. You mean nothing to us. You understand that?
No.
Don't ever contact me again. Bye. For the last 10 years, he was leeching off of some other woman. But he got kicked out, so he came crawling back home. He was a mess. He didn't even know what he was doing anymore. Then he ran to his parents and... Well, you know the rest. His parents had a long talk with him. They yelled at him for days. Everyone, including his relatives, were furious with him. And there was more. To pay off his debt, he was forced to go to work at a coal mine in the middle of nowhere. When his ride arrived, he put up a pretty good fight. Took 3 men to push him into the car. Sucks for him, but Oh well, not my problem. He can rot in hell for all I care.
You haven't been home recently. What are you doing? And where?
I'm working. I've been busy lately, so I've been staying at a place nearby. Don't be all nosy.
Jim told me the news, so won't you come home?
What news?
Jim got a job. Now he has a job for when he graduates college. It looks like he got a job at a pretty good company, so I was hoping we could go out to celebrate.
Jim got a job? That's good news.
Right? So can you tell me when you're coming home?
Now you're no longer of any use to me.
What? What do you mean?
Thanks for looking after my son for 20 years. There's no need for you anymore.
No need for what?
Jim will be moving out now that he got a job, right? You can move out too.
I'm not following.
Why not? You were just in charge of raising Jim. Since I don't need you anymore, I'll have you move out.
So you make me do all the housework and child raising for 20 years? But the moment you find out Jim got a job and is moving out, you try to get rid of me?
Of course. You're of no use to me whatsoever.
That's a harsh way of saying it. So you just used me.
I have to take advantage of what I have, right? You're my wife, so I can use you however I want. I've used as much as I can use, so now you're useless. I can throw you out.
You always liked being the man of the house. I also worked, but you never did any housework.
That's exactly why. I'm supporting you.
Supporting me? You barely put in any money.
Don't complain. I work every day. I don't need to take crap from a part-timer like you.
Okay, fine. I won't say any more. Why don't you at least congratulate Jim in person? We can talk about this later.
What? Are you trying to act like his mom now, even though you're not? Jim probably doesn't even think of you as his mom.
I didn't know you thought that way. I've treated him as my own for 20 years.
It's the wife's job to take care of the child. Isn't it natural to raise your stepson? Don't be patronizing me now.
That's not important right now. I'm asking what you want to do for Jim.
I won't be seeing you anymore.
What?
It'll be weird. I'll celebrate with Jim after you move out. So, don't worry.
Never mind. Sorry, Jim. I called your father, but he's busy with work. Can we celebrate just the two of us?
It's fine, forget him. He's probably out drinking, right?
Oh, don't say that. Your father is working hard for us.
You don't have to say things like that anymore.
What?
Mom, you're too patient with him. You work too. So shouldn't you give yourself a break?
I'm fine. Don't worry about me.
He doesn't care about me. But I'm not at an age where I can't go against it anymore. I'm learning to not care about it anymore.
Still, he's your father. You have to take care of him.
Why do I have to care about someone who never cared about me? And take care of them just because we're related by blood?
You've proved your point. No wonder you were hired to work at a big company. Tonight is barbecue night.
My treat.
Why? We're celebrating for you.
We're celebrating for you, too.
What?
Are you still living at home? Move out already!
Have you even congratulated Jim yet?
Huh? I'll do that later. He doesn't need looking after anymore, so you're not needed. I'm marrying someone else, so I'm leaving you now.
That's great. Thank you.
What?
I've been wanting to get a divorce, so thanks for starting the process. I'm glad to hear you're marrying another woman, too.
What's up with you?
What should we do about the divorce papers? I'm moving out, but make sure you pay all the utility bills. Don't let the food go bad in the fridge, too.
I know that.
And the papers?
Fill them out and leave them. I'll turn them in later.
No, I can't do that.
What?
I don't want to leave anything unclear, and leaving the timing of the divorce up to you doesn't sit well with me. I'll have my attorney send them to your workplace.
What? Hold on. What are you talking about?
If you don't return them in time, you might get a visit from my attorney.
I said wait. What are you saying? What's going on?
Huh? What? You should be happy that your wife is thrilled about getting a divorce. And you're able to live with your new woman. What's not to get?
Of course I don't get it. What do you mean, attorney? That's the part I don't get.
I hired an attorney. I have to get a big compensation check from you.
Compensation?
Did you think you were just going to get a divorce when you were having an affair? I'm not backing down. At the least, I'll have you pay compensation money.
What do you mean by compensation? What the hell? I can give you a couple $100 to settle things. Don't hire an attorney. Don't make things so complicated.
A couple $100? All of the work that I've done amounts to just a couple $100?
What? Why are you getting so upset?
To get the maximum amount, I had my friend introduce me to a really good attorney.
What the maximum amount?
It looks like it's not going to be a couple $100. Plus, she's giving me a friends and family discount, so I'll be able to pay with the small amount of savings I have. I'll be able to bill you through the attorney fees along with the compensation money. So there'll be no problems.
There's a ton of problems. This is going way too fast. What's happening? When did you have time to prepare for all of this?
When I found out you were trying to get rid of me, I completely agreed with getting a divorce. But I will be claiming my rights. After all, I've been oppressed all this time as your wife.
You thought of all of this in this short period of time? But you still don't have any proof of the affair. You can't claim compensation money if you don't have proof.
Yeah, that's right.
Also, if you send an attorney to my workplace, I'll sue you for defamation.
Go right ahead. I'm saying all of this because I have proof.
Huh? You have proof?
Actually, Jim helped me.
What?
He's your son after all, so I didn't think he would help me. But it looks like blood doesn't matter if you care for them.
Wait a second. I can't wrap my head around this.
I've raised him since he was 2, so I guess he knows I love him.
What do you mean Jim helped you?
Your son has chosen your wife, the person who raised him. He helped me gather evidence, and recommended I get a divorce when he got a job.
What? Him? Why would he do that? He recommended getting a divorce?
Even to your own son, you were trash. So getting a divorce and compensation is best for me, he told me. I think so too, so that's what I'll do.
I can't believe Jim would do that. I feel so betrayed.
You're the one who's been betraying him all this time. Your son chose my side. He says he wants to cut all ties with you.
You're kidding! He's my son!
Then you should have acted like a father a little more. You didn't do anything for him growing up. You haven't done anything since elementary school.
That's not true. I paid his tuition.
But you said you couldn't pay all of it. So you worked hard for a scholarship to college. You really haven't thought about Jim, have you? It's a wonder you've lived this carefree all this time.
Don't say that.
But it's true.
It might be true, but I'm Jim's father. You can't just get rid of me.
Get rid of you? You wanted to get rid of me, right? Jim's caregiver became useless, right?
Yeah. Isn't Jim going to take care of me when I get old? Cutting ties with me when he doesn't need to be looked after anymore? Isn't that a little harsh?
Excuse me? Exactly what did you do to look after him? Do you even remember talking to him these past 6 months?
I've been a little busy recently.
What is the most useless employee of the month busy doing? Don't be dependent on your child when it suits you, you piece of trash.
Piece of trash? Don't talk to me like that.
Jim is an adult now, so he can make up his own mind. Instead of his father, who never cared for him, he chose his stepmother. It's not that strange, is it?
Then let's call off the divorce. Let's not do it. Let's just act like a couple.
What? You want me to stay with you for your retirement? You've always been a burden to me.
What? I was? Why?
But for the sake of Jim, I thought it would be better if we had double the income. So I was patient. To be honest, I'm really happy that Jim has my back about getting a divorce.
I didn't know you thought that way.
I don't want a selfish husband who only thinks about himself. Look forward to it, because I'm going to get that compensation money. Think long and hard about what you've done. Even though Jack was in a state of complete shock, he agreed to divorce Janet. Even Jim went with Janet. Jack, who was left behind, started living with his new girlfriend. But she started showing her true selfish personality, and Jack was disgusted. He decided to break up after being exhausted from her exploitation, and try to get back together with Janet, but was completely blocked by her after the compensation settlement. It seems he lost his whole family after being cut off by his own son. Jack realized that he was not needed by anybody, and is left to live the rest of his life alone. Janet was happy to be able to get rid of the burden that was her husband, and is still in touch with Jim, who lives nearby. She's living her best life alone. Even after that, she had a good relationship with Jim, who had a child a few years later, and Janet became a great-grandma. There's no need to say who is living a happier life, Janet or Jack.